free environment. The second tradition we follow with the Hootenanny is that we provide a mini concert setting. When people are on stage performing, we ask our audience to join us in that tradition and not to speak when we have folks up here playing music. The third tradition we follow with the Hootenanny, and this will be, he didn't write it down, but his 500th performance. When he is here, which is basically always, Hootenanny co-founder, the inventor of extreme skiing, among many other interesting things, Bill Briggs, joins us in starting off our evening's musical festivities. Would you please join me in giving a very warm welcome to Bill Briggs.
Thank you. And Jack, it's good to have you back.
Thank you. Indeed.
Back in the country of the Great Divide here.
It's been seen whether I brought back all my faculties.
We're trying out a new system. How does it sound back there?
Great.
I've been walking in my sleep, having trouble instead of counting sheep. Where the years went, I can't say. They just turned around and they're gone away. They're gone away in yesterday, and I found myself on a mountainside where the rivers change direction across the Great Divide. I've been sifting through the layers, dusty books and faded papers. They tell a story I used to know, one that happened a long time ago. They're gone away in yesterday, and I find myself on a mountainside where the rivers change direction across the Great Divide. And I heard the owl calling softly as the night was falling, with a question, and I replied, but he's gone across the countryside. He's gone away in yesterday, and I find myself on a mountainside where the rivers change direction across the Great Divide. Now the finest hour I have seen is the one that comes between the edge of night and the break of day, when the darkness rolls away. It's gone away in yesterday, and I find myself on a mountainside when the rivers change direction across the Great Divide. A little closer?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just going to do one song. I'll bring up the next introduce the next one because it includes Hank. See, he can't come up and introduce himself. But Hank's going to come up here with John Carney, and they did a real good job last week. And here they are back again. Hank Phibbs, John Carney.
Are we going high tech here or something? What is this? 2 microphones?
Old-time radio.
That mean we have to be twice as good. Yeah, I like old-time radio.
Sing out of
We
both
got-
sides. Sing out of both sides. You can.
Right, I'll try that. I'll try that. So we have some friends here too. You all know John? Yeah, Patty, our great bass
I
player.
think this song's about Patty, isn't it?
It is.
Or John, either one.
Yeah, right. Actually, I'd like to dedicate this song to a certain lady in the audience, and that would be Elaine, with a lovely smile. This song is really this song is inspired by the featured set, who you guys are going to hear tonight. God, this thing is echoing up here. It's very strange. Not bad out there. Okay.
We like echo.
Do you think we have to back up? Is that the
reverb.
Well, we'll try to get the bugs worked out on this set. But last night the Wilders played, and it was amazing. I know most of you are here, not just to hear John and Hank play, but to hear the Wilders tonight. And we're just an added benefit, we hope. In any case, they played some great Hank Williams songs, and they brought a lot of energy to those tunes that I've been playing for many years with my brother Pete and with Hank for the last 10 or so. And so we wanted to do, in honor of the Wilders, we wanted to do this Hank Williams song called Hey Good Lookin'. Hey, good looking, well, what you got cooking? How's about cooking something up with me? Well, hey, sweet baby, now don't you think maybe we could find ourselves a brand new recipe? I got a hot rod Ford and a $2 bill, and I know a spot right over the hill. There's soda pop and the dancing's free, so if you wanna have fun, come along with me. I say, hey, good looking, well, what you got cooking? How's about cooking something up with me? Why don't you cook a little something for us, Hank? All right, guys, take it. Well, now, hey, sweet baby, well, now, don't you think maybe we could find ourselves a brand new recipe? I'm free and ready, so sweet can go steady. Well, how's about keeping steady company? I'm gonna throw my date book over the fence and find me another 4, 5, or 10 cents. I'll keep it till it's covered with page, 'cause I'm writing your name down on every page. I say, hey, good looking, well, what you got cooking? How's about cooking something up with? How's about cooking something up with? How's about cooking something up with me? Thank you, guys. Too low, too high.
So how many people noticed that I actually started that song in the wrong key? Be honest, man.
Well, at least you ended on the same key.
We did. It was like, I love the definition of bluegrass songs. It's the kind of deal where everybody starts at the beginning and the first one at the end wins. So we actually got there at the same time though, didn't we, Hank? That was pretty good. Hank and my musical style could be characterized as being a little loose, shall we say, or catch as catch can. Now this next song is an important dedication, and that is to Jack Hyler. And this is a song that Jack requests. His favorite song. There, you heard it. You heard it from the man who has played here and entertained us all many, many times. So, Jack, here's entertaining you, I hope, with this little song about something that is very near and dear to us who come to Jackson. It's a song about camping. And sort of some different opinions about camping. And it goes like this. She loves to camp. She camps in the summer, she camps when it's damp. All she needs is a tent and a sleeping roll, a package of hot dogs and a sack of charcoal. She camps in the summer, she camps in the snow. She says, baby, come with me. I say, no. Cause I like hot showers and I like ice. The cool cotton sheets on my bed feel so nice. Can't stand little animals, I hate big bugs. I like the feel of my feet in a Berber rug. I hate porta sands and community soap. I said, baby, stay with me. She says, no. So I say, why deprive yourself of the creature comforts it's taken man so long to invent? She said something about Walden, Thoreau, and back to Woodstock, living her life in a tent, and then she went, oh, out there with those bears and wolves. Oh. How is it out there, Hank? Picture her now by a Babylon brook, slapping that mosquito, slipping bait on a hook. I can see the bear sniffing around for something to steal. I said, bear, steal a hot dog, don't make my baby your meal. The whole scenario would give me such a fright to think she could have been with me tonight. Oh, and my air conditioner makes a real cool breeze, not unlike the wind whistling through the trees. I got stars on the ceiling, they glow in the dark. We'll open up the windows, hear the birds in the park. I put Wild Kingdom on my TV. Well, this might not be camping, but it's pretty close. I get as primitive as I can be. Well, this might not be camping, but it's good enough for me. Thank you.
That's Hank and John. And next up, we've got our country singer. He does a wonderful job. Comes from Kentucky, works down in Virginia, down near my office down there. Anyway, please give a welcome to Alan Morton.
I'm in trouble. They changed microphone stands and there's nothing to hold it word. And I can barely remember my name. You know. We'll do it like this. And this first song's called, you don't have to get too close. Paint Me a Birmingham. He was sitting there, his brush in hand, painting waves if you could paint me a Birmingham. Thank you. This next one's called Pickup Man. Well, I got my first truck when I was 3. I drove 100,000 miles on my knee. Hauled marbles and rocks and thought twice before I hauled a Barbie doll bed for the girl next door. When she paid me with a kiss, I began to understand that you're something women like about a pickup man. When I turned 16, I saved a few $100. My first car was a pickup truck. Started cruising to town, and the first girl I seen, it was Bobby Joe Ginger, the homecoming queen. She flagged me down and jumped up in my cab and said, I never knew you were a pickup man. You just set my truck on fire, rolling down a hill, and I still wouldn't trade it for a Coupe de Ville. Got an 8-foot bed and never has to be made. If it wasn't for trucks, it wouldn't have tailgates. I met all my wives in traffic jams. Something women like about a pickup man. Most Friday nights, and I can be found in the back of my truck in an old Chase lounge. Backed into my spot after driving the show. You know the cargo light puts off a romantic glow. Never wait in line at the popcorn stand. It's just something women like about a pickup man. A bucket of rust or a brand new machine. Once around the block and you know what I mean. You just set my truck on fire, roll it down a hill, and I still wouldn't trade it for a Coupe de Ville. It's got an 8-foot bed that never has to be made. If it wasn't for trucks, it wouldn't have tailgates. I met all my wives at traffic jam. There's something women like about a pickup man.
Alan Morton. Okay. We're going to move on ahead. We've got this group here for the 109th time. They played at the Hoot. Play wonderful bluegrass music. Only they call it Buffalo Grass just because they're from up country here. Please give a welcome to Buffalo Grass.
Used to be buffalo grass. But we lost the best looking piece of grass. Now it's buffalo gas.
Wait, you got that?
That's the way to talk about that. Stop it like your name's middle.
A new Beatles tune. Hey. Oh, I can see the face of him again. Time and place where we just met. We both go free. I don't know the world to see me, man. Yeah, 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 yeah. Let it be another day. I don't look the other way. Take the time away from us. I'm looking for tonight. Yeah, yeah. come out tonight? Come out tonight. Well, yeah, can you come out tonight? We'll dance by the light of the moon. Take it out. That's Buffalo Grass. Hey, next up we've got our co-founder here. Comes by every summer. Floats trips down the Snake River and loves to do ballads for us. Here is Dick Barker.
Well, this will be a change of pace. I'll sing you a sad, sad story of how a cowboy fell from grace. Now this is something awful. There never was so sad a case. I had myself a partner. I never knowed one half so good. We throwed our outfits in together, lived the way that cowboys should. He savvied all about wild cattle. He was handy with a rope for a gentle, well-reined pony. Just give me one that he had broke. He never had a time for women, so bashful and shy was he. Besides, he knowed that they was pison, so he always let them be. We went to work on distant ranges. I didn't see him for a year, but then I had no cause to worry, for I knew that he'd reappear. One day I rode in from the mountains, a-feeling good and a-steppin' light, for I just sold all my yearlings, and the price was way out of sight. When I seen a sight so awful, it caused my joy to fade away. It filled my soul with sorrow. I'll never forget that day. For down the street there come a-walkin' my old-time partner of yore. Although I know that you won't believe me, let me tell ya what he wore. He had his boots outside his breeches, that's made of leather, green and red. His shirt was a dozen different colors, loud enough for to wake the dead. Around his neck, he had a kerchief, knotted through a silver ring. On his arm, he had a wristwatch. Whoever heard of such a thing? Says I, old scout, now what's the trouble? You must have had some local weed. If you'll tell me how to help you, I'll get you anything you need. Well, he looked at me for a minute, then he began to bawl. And he said, oh, Dick, bear with me. I'll tell you how I took this fall. It was a woman from Chicago who put the engine sign on me. She told me I was romantic, as handsome as could be. I'm afraid that there ain't nothing you can do to save my hide. I'm wrangling dudes instead of cattle. I'm what you call a first-class guide. Oh, I saddle up their ponies. I fix their stirrups for them too. I boost them up into their saddles. They give me tips when I am through. It's just like horses eating loco. You can't quit it if you try. I'll go on wrangling dudes forever until the day I die. So I dropped my gun and I throwed it on him. I had to turn my face away. I shot him squarely through the middle. Where he dropped, I left him lay. I surely hated for to do it, for things that's done you just can't recall. But when a cowboy turns dude wrangler, he ain't no good no more at all.
Dick Barker. All right. Moving along here, we've got a couple that are doing duets these days. I think they've got a climbing song for us tonight. Please welcome Peter and Adrian Ward.
Well, did anybody notice how half the people on the road don't know where they're going these days? And it takes 3 times as long to get through town? That's because the Turons are arriving. And we're going to sing some songs tonight about special kind of Turons, rock climbers. The rock climbing season hasn't quite started yet. It's going to dry out a little bit, but anyway, we're getting a jump on it. First song actually takes place above Boulder, Colorado. Those of you that know the Flatirons, and there's a thumb that sticks up of rock called the Maiden, which is a famous rock climb and a famous rappel.
As I traversed out on the face of the Maiden, as I traversed out on the Maiden one day, I spied a young cloud climber tied in with white nylon, as cold as the clay.
I slip in beside me and hear my sad story. I peeled off this wall and I know I must die. 'Twas once in my youth, oh, I used to climb bravely. 'Twas once in my youth, oh, I used to climb free. I'd climb 6 class pitches without bolt or piton. But I've peeled off this wall and it's over for me. So put my body all in the Stokes litter. Lower me off of this merciless wall. Let my death be a warning to all young rock climbers. It's the quick stop that kills you, my boys, not the fall.
We're singing this one because Mr. Barker sang the original of it, and this was written by some offensive climbers in 1961. There's snow on the mountains.
Okay, start again.
There's snow
on the mountain, the pitons are rustling. The ropes are all coiled up and hang on the wall.
We're headed back to the grime of the city to earn us some money to go bum again. Goodbye to my handhold, goodbye to my foothold, adios to the cliff face, out comes the piton. You won't have a name when you climb in the Tetons. You'll never be rescued 'cause you didn't sign out. My father's own father climbed mountains with a whimper. Daddy still hangs on the Eiger North Wall. My brothers and sisters, they climb in your mountains, run up your cliffs till they peel off and fall.
Goodbye to my handhold, goodbye to my foothold, adios to the cliff face, out comes the piton. You won't have a name when you climb in the Tetons. You'll never be rescued 'cause you didn't sign out.
Some of us were dirty and most were unshaven. Our 2 weeks were up and we had to move on. The rangers are waiting to catch us for speeding. They'll exhibit our bodies in the Ranger Museum.
Goodbye to my handhold, goodbye to my foothold, adios to the cliff face, out comes the piton. Won't have a name when you climb in the Tetons. You'll
Never be rescued 'cause you didn't sign out. Is this the best way we can climb in the Tetons? Is this the best way we can make our ascents? To fall like dry leaves and rot on the glacier, never have no name with no climber's card.
Goodbye to my handhold, goodbye to my foothold, adios to the cliff face, out comes the piton. You won't have a name when you climb in the Tetons. You'll never get rescued 'cause you didn't sign out.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to ask your indulgence for a moment. We tried an experiment with these strange-looking microphones and it didn't work. So we're going to switch back to our ordinary sound system. And I think with my much better quality sound, we apologize for the inconvenience. Give us just a moment to get this set up. Can you hear me now? Is that a little bit better? Uh-oh, it was worse? We're not going to switch twice. Ready to go? If I can get your attention, and again, our apologies for... I need to let some of the folks know who have just arrived that we have a tradition at the Hootenanny. Folks, can I get your attention, please? We have a tradition at the Hootenanny that we give the musicians a concert setting, and I'd ask all of you, please, to join us in that tradition and not to speak when we have performers on stage singing. It really adds to the evening, and if we don't do that, it distracts from all of the enjoyment of all the folks who want to hear the music. And I know everybody is going to want to hear this guy, our next performer, superb guitar player, and a great singer of Western songs as well as blues. I'm not sure what he's bringing to the stage tonight, but I know you will like it. Please join me in giving welcome Greg Keckler.
Thank you very much. Before I jump into the first song, there's a little something that we need to do. If you would all help me out, tomorrow is Alan Mortenson's birthday. Would you all please sing happy birthday to Alan? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Alan. Happy birthday to you. No need to wrap the presents for Alan, just walking canes and preparation H will do just fine. Okay, now that we have that out of the way, this first song that I've only done this once at the Hootenanny before. I'd never even heard this song before. I heard it last winter as I was driving to work. And of course it was one of those deals where they play a song that you're just taken with, but they don't mention anything about who it was or the name of the song or anything. So I had to Google it and guess the title, and I finally found out who it was, and I went home and I asked Bonnie, my wife. I walked in and I said, "So who is this Alan Sykes anyway? Keith Sykes." And she goes, "Oh, I don't know any Keith Sykes." And I said, "Well, you ought to. He wrote a song about you." So this is called "She Loves to Ride Horses." For those of you that are horsemen out here, I don't think it was written by a real horseman, but I still got a kick out of the whole song. This is called "She Loves to Ride Horses." Shots of wild turkey with the wind in her hair, bound and determined in the cold morning air. If you don't like horses, I'd suggest you stay home. She don't ride double, get a horse of your own. She loves to ride horses, and she doesn't care how long it'll take her. Or if she ever gets there, she ain't got no reason. And she don't need no rhyme. She just loves to ride horses in 3/4 time. Tell her nothing she don't want to know. You can't take her nowhere she don't want to go. She might not show up, she might not call. She loves to ride horses, and that's about all. She loves to ride horses. She doesn't care how long it'll take her, or if she ever gets there. She ain't got no reason, and she don't need no rhyme. She just loves to ride horses in 3/4 time. Ride horses. She doesn't care how long it'll take her, or if she ever gets there. She ain't got no reason, and she don't need no rhyme. She just loves to ride horses in 3/4 time. Thank you. Near the pine-covered hills up in Montana, when the evening stars are shining bright and clear, and the drovers tell their stories round the campfire, the tale of Sarah Hogan you will hear. Sarah was the sweetest flower of the prairie, with flaxen hair and blue eyes flecked with gray, and her smile could turn the darkness into sunshine. And the cowboy that came courting her would say, "Won't you meet me in the moonlight, Sarah Hogan? We can ride out in the hills, my Sarah dear. Hear that timber wolf a-crying, he sings a lonesome song, but I would not be lonesome with you here." Jesse Caldwell was a bold and reckless cowboy. He vied for Sarah's heart and not in vain. But her father could not stand the charming rounder, and forbade them both to ever meet again. Then Jesse fell in with some bad men from Wyoming. When they robbed the Casey Bank, 2 men were killed. Sarah did not know her lover was an outlaw. On the night she rode to meet him in the hills. "Won't you meet me in the moonlight, Sarah Hogan? We can ride out in the hills, my Sarah dear. Hear that timber wolf a-crying, he sings a lonesome song, but I would not be lonesome with you here." white shadows waiting for the outlaw. Were some vigilantes shrouded by the night. Sarah's father put a rifle to his shoulder, with the mounted rider lined up in his sights. And when the gunshot tore the silence just like thunder, the bullet knocked the rider to the ground. But when the men ran out to fetch the fallen outlaw, it was Sarah's lifeless body that they found. Won't you meet me in the moonlight, Sarah Hogan? We can ride out in the hills, my Sarah dear. Hear that timber wolf a-crying, he sings a lonesome song, but I would not be lonesome with you here. I'll be all alone without you here. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
He does it so well. Greg Keckler. Now we've got this is our blues player, and he does an awfully good job playing harmonica, backs up people, but he also sings a bit. Please welcome John Kozlowski.
So sorry. I thought they were sending Jack Hyler out. Didn't happen. Ooh, excuse me. I'll get it together by the time I'm done. Yeah, I thought I'd start this first one. Went to see the Wilders last night at the sold-out show at the Kearney Theater. And they did a gospel number at the end, and I said, I think I might try to do a gospel one, so this is kind of in their honor. And there might be some parts where you can come in. There's a question, and the question is, who's that writing? And the answer is John the Revelator, and you might pick up on that part. And another part in there where it might go, he wrote the book. You can be doing, he wrote the book. He wrote the book. He wrote the book. You'll find it. Well, tell me who's that writing? John the Revelator, tell me who. Tell me who's that writing? John the Revelator wrote the book of the seven seas. He wrote the book. He wrote the book. He wrote the book. He wrote the book, Lord, Lord. He wrote the book. Well, he wrote the book. He wrote the book. You can sing in unison with me on He Wrote the Book, I think. That part's not the echo part. God walked out in the cool of the day. He called Adam by his name, but he refused to answer because he's naked and ashamed. Well, tell me who's that writing? John the Revelator, tell me who's that writing? John the Revelator, tell me who's that writing? John the Revelator wrote the book of the seven seas. He wrote the book of the seven seas. He wrote the book, well, he wrote the book, he wrote the book, he wrote the, oh yeah, he wrote the, well come on, he wrote the book, yeah, he wrote the book, he wrote the book. Well, Christ had 12 apostles. At 3 he led away. He said, watch with me 1 hour till I go yonder and pray. Well, tell me who's that writing? John the Revelator, tell me who's that writing? John the Revelator, tell me who's that writing? John the Revelator wrote the book of the seven seals. Well, Christ he came on a Easter morning. Mary and Martha was there to see. Go tell my disciples to meet me in Galilee. Well, tell me who's that riding? John the Revelator. Tell me who's that riding? John the Revelator. Tell me who's that riding? John the Revelator. He wrote the book of the seven seals. He wrote the book. He wrote with me now. He wrote the book. He wrote the book. Yeah. He wrote the book, Lord, Lord, he wrote the book, oh yeah, he wrote the book, well come on, he wrote the book, I said yeah, he wrote the book, oh, he wrote the, well oh yeah, he wrote the book, well come on, he wrote the book, I can't hear you, he wrote the book, 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 well, 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 he wrote the book, oh Lord, he wrote the book. Well, Albright said to Rockefeller, you gotta help me for goodness sake. If you don't buy up all of this land, there'll be brothels on Jenny Lake. Woo! Well, tell me who's that buying? John D. Rockefeller. Tell me who's that buying? John D. Rockefeller. Tell me who's that buying? John D. Rockefeller, he's buying up the land. Thank you. Gotta ask you a question. Have you ever been mistreated, Pete?
Yeah.
I ask you one more time. Have you ever been mistreated, people?
Yeah.
And you know what I'm talking about. I worked 5 long years for one woman. She had the nerve, oh, she had the nerve just to put me out. I took a job at a steel mill, chucking steel around like a slave. For 5 long years, every single Friday, I come straight on home with every penny of my pay. Have you ever been mistreated? Oh, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. 5 long years for just one woman. She had the nerve to kick me out. Let me explain it. Then I took a job at the Forest Service, people. Shuffling paper around like a slave. Oh, for 5 long years, every single Friday, every penny of my pay went in that direct deposit account, and I never saw a penny in my pocket. Have you ever been mistreated, people? Woo! Then you know exactly what I'm talking about. 5 long years for one woman. She had enough to put me out. But I finally learned my lesson. I should have known it long ago. Next woman I marry, she's gonna get 2 jobs and bring me home all the dough. Have you ever been mistreated? And you know exactly what I'm talking about. I told you 5 long years with one woman. She had the nerve. I said she had the nerve. Woo! Oh, she had the nerve just to kick me out. Woo! Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. John Cook couldn't be here tonight and asked me to introduce these fine folks, and obviously their reputation precedes them. I don't think I've ever seen this many people here at the Hootenanny, but close, definitely close. We have a special treat tonight, as you know, and this special treat has come all the way from Kansas City, Missouri, and I'm just going to tell you a quick little story before they get up here. Pete and I went out to the Moose about a year ago to see Del McCurry. And we just kind of thought, oh, let's get there early and get a seat. And we walked in, and there were some folks playing in some fine, fancy clothes. And we just went, oh my goodness, who are these guys? And they were the Wilders. And lucky for us, we've been in touch with them since and brought them, I'm jumping ahead a little bit. We brought them that next night to the Hootenanny. That was about a year ago. And these folks are just doing this out of the kindness of their hearts in the middle of a busy season. They just played Telluride, which is pretty fantastic, as all of us in the West know. They work so hard. They've got a bunch of CDs out. They've got 3 CDs actually, and they have a new one coming out here in a couple months. And they also have a DVD out. And I don't know. I'm just so happy. Pete and I their music just makes us feel so good, as a lot of you have heard them know. And that's a good thing in these days and times, and any day and time, is music that makes us feel good. And they're just great folks. So I can't tell you how excited I am enough. And thank you all for being here. This makes it, you guys are here, and it just makes acoustic music alive and well. So thank you for being here, and thanks for coming every Monday night whenever you can. And without further ado, I'm going to introduce these wonderful folks from Kansas City, Missouri. Please give them a great warm Hootenanny welcome, the Wilders.
It's great to see this room all filled up and everything, and I always like a full room out west because it always is bound to raise the humidity level and make us feel more at home. Yeah. Like it is back in Missouri land. But thank you, Ann, for that wonderful introduction, and we feel so fortunate to have met the Sibleys about a year ago.
Oh, yeah,
I know, but I don't know where to put that.
We'll put it. Can we put it on your table?
Okay. Hold on.
Awesome.
Yeah, pick that. You can. Sorry about that.
Or just we all right? Well, we got to put it in Finland.
Yeah, we got to put that in there.
Put it on the ground. Right?
Excuse us for a moment. Nobody's walking. What about
there you go.
Okay. Cool. Safety first, everybody.
So anyway.
We're all about safety. We've ordered some new uniforms. They're lovely bright orange.
Safety first.
All right. Well, you can be in the band because not only do you play great harmonica, but you got the orange on. So, all right. How about a little bit of John Brown's Dream? Well, we appreciate that, folks. Thanks so much. And that's how we always like to get things started, is with a fiddle tune. But looky here, it's already honky-tonk time.
Looky here. Why don't we do,
Did we do...
we do Bucket last night?
Did we do
Oh, we didn't do
Lonesome
Lonesome,
River?
do Bucket? Do Lonesome Old River, do Bucket. Which one we gonna do? Lonesome Old River. You left me, baby, a year ago, but I still love you. I'm all alone. Oh, Lord, I'm blue, so downhearted. That lonesome old river's my home. I bought you diamonds, fine clothes to wear, but you don't love me, honey, you don't care. Oh, Lord, I'm blue, so downhearted. That lonesome old river's my home. Stormy weather, Lord, the sun won't shine. You don't love me, stay out of my mind. Oh, Lord, I'm blue, so downhearted. That lonesome old river's my home. It doesn't matter where I may roam, I'll always love you, honey, come back home. Oh, Lord, I'm blue, so downhearted. That lonesome old river's my home. Get it up there, baby. Honey, don't you wait. Gonna drown my trouble where it's cold and deep. Oh, Lord, I'm blue, so downhearted. That lonesome old river's my home. Didn't do Night Train to Memphis.
Everybody watch the bass player now.
Take the night train to Memphis, take the night train to Memphis. I'm going to meet you at the station. I'll be right there to meet you, I'll be right there to greet you. Don't turn down my invitation. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. We'll be shouting hallelujah all the way. All the way. Lord, I'm gonna have a jubilee in Memphis, Tennessee. Shout hallelujah all the way. Take the turn that down a little bit. Together apart, yeah, all right. Together apart. We're gonna do you a song here that Mr. Phil Wade, our dobro player, wrote here. And you need to get out your hankies, because boy, it's a sad one.
Laugh now.
Yeah, you're laughing now, but you'll be crying later. Sometimes I pick up pieces of life and it don't feel complete, and I get tired just biding my time, just waiting for something to change. When you say that you're sorry that we ever met. Each time you're leaving, I end up bleeding, believing that you're all I've got. Have to clean up the wreckage of life, but where do I start? I get tired always being the one who is wrong when you and I fight. Each time that you say I'm no man, just a boy in man's clothes. Each time you're leaving, this boy ends up bleeding, believing that you're all I've got. Lord knows I'm not happy. Neither are you. But as long as we're together, we'll share the stormy weather together, living apart. Sometimes I hold you in my arms and it's hard not to feel like a fool. And I get tired always being the first one to lay down my head and cry. die when I say, oh, I love you, and silence is your only reply. Each time you're leaving, I end up bleeding, believing that you're all I've got. Lord knows I'm not happy. Neither are you. But as long as we're together, we'll share the stormy weather. Together, living apart. Together, living apart. Thanks so much, folks. Phil Wade wrote that. It's a good tune.
That was beautifully sung by Ike Sheldon there. And Nate G, I hope you're still watching him because he can play it soft and he can play it loud, but it was really fun when he was kicking off that tune. I just wanted to give him the props for that because people say, make him play a solo. Well, there was one anyway.
It was tiny, but it was a...
That's all right. Nate's really good. He lives up to his nickname, Nate the Great. Nate G. So Phil now has got the mandolin out because we're going to fiddle. All right, Phil? Phil the fiddler. Wait a minute. You're not the fiddler. Oh, I get a little confused here. But let's do a train tune. How about that? Let's do this one, this crazy one out of Mississippi. That's your hint. You guys know what that's going to be. I used to think it was about a girl because there's a Jenny in it. And then, well, Jenny on the railroad might have been a mule. Now, I'm still not sure, because it could have been from one of those old black and white movies, you know, when the bad guy ties the girl down on the train tracks. I don't know. I like making up these stories in my head, though, as I'm learning these tunes, and I'm just sharing the inner sanctum with you. I'm not sure why, but you can make up your own stories, too. Okay, here we go. Jenny on the railroad.
like all this old music, and we're gonna try this one here. It's called The Old Man at the Mill. We got this from Clarence Ashley, a great banjo player, great old time fella. And we're gonna do this one, then we're gonna do that song, that White House Blues. So just warn you ahead of time. So catch your breath on this one.
I had to give him a rosin and that superseded the tuning. All right, that's good enough.
Same old man living at the mill. Mill turns around of its own free will. Hand in the eye but the other in his hand. One step forward and a two step back. Well, they're sad now, his head all white. A lonesome day and a lonesome night. Thought I heard a pretty girl sail on the cold all night and then asleep all day. Same old man living at the mill. Mill turns around of its own free will. Hand in the eye but the other in the sagging, and one step forward, two step back. Well, there's had a raven that she flew. If I was a young man, I'd have two. One by my pocket, the other for my soul, and one is empty, one black is cold. He don't wear no dress I do. Fast to the left and to the right. That's on me like kind of day and night. It's same old man living at the mill. Mill turns around to its own free will. And in the eye but the other in that saying that one step forward and two steps back. you so much, folks. I appreciate that. I'm going to introduce the band real quick. I think we got a couple more we can do for you before the time runs out. Over here, I want to introduce you to Betsy Ellis, the fiddler of the group. She's a real monster, y'all. She's a monster. Over here on the 3 instruments, we got him on the dobro, the banjo, and the mandolin, Mr. Phil Wade. And I tell you what, if you're gonna do any kind of music that swings or any kind of music that makes people start tapping their feet, that bass player's gotta be solid as a rock and he's gotta know that groove. And we've got one right here. Mr. Nate G, folks, laying down that groove. And pretty much I do the strumming and the yelling. And my name's Ike Sheldon. I sure hope y'all having a good time here. Thank you a lot. So, you God made me a little crazy.
Yeah, do that. And Ike Sheldon original.
Yeah, here's a little song I wrote. This is called, it's God Made Me a Little Crazy, but it's about somebody else. It's about Phil. One, two. God made me a little crazy, but Lord knows I'm not the only one. Let's go, dear, 'cause don't you know, dear, that getting there is half the fun. Come with me, darling, out on the spree. Don't worry about nothing tonight, it's just you and me. Take all of our plans, throw them all away. Let's howl at the moon, sing a new tune, and kiss till the break of day. God made me a little crazy, but Lord knows I'm not the only one. Let's go, dear, 'cause don't you know, dear, that getting there is half the fun. Sometimes I'm restless, I wanna have a time. I don't worry about nothing, I leave my troubles far behind. Find some crazy people in tonight's brand new town. Let's make some new friends, the fun never ends. So let's have another round and listen to some country sound. God made me a little crazy, but Lord knows I'm not the only one. Let's go, dear, 'cause don't you know, dear, that getting there is half the fun. Yeah, getting there is half the fun. I don't think we did. You did not. All right. Well, folks, we're going to do one more song for you. We sure you hope you've had fun. We've had a great time here tonight. Thank you so much. We really like coming to this town, and keep your eye out for us because we will be back again. We got a lot of friends here and have just made a lot of new ones tonight. So thanks a lot.
Keep coming back to the Hoot.
And keep coming back to the Hoot, man. You guys got something good going on here. I mean, I don't know you know how good you have it. we go all over the country, man, and we run into places, and, you know, we'll find people, and they'll say, yeah, I play a little guitar, I play a little banjo, but I can't find anybody to play with, you know, that kind of thing. We hear that all the time, and you guys have something you can come to every week here and play whatever you want and get up and play with other people and have a great time. So just keep it going. It's an amazing thing. Give yourselves a hand for that. All right, we're going to do this Hank Williams song for you here. It's called My Bucket's Got a Hole in It. I Can't Get No Beer. Is that it? It's kind of scary. It's kind of, ooh, I can't get any beer. That can be scary. That's true. All right. Well, me and my baby, we got a 34-4. We both sit together on the running board. Yeah, my bucket's got a hole in it. Yeah, my bucket's got a hole in it. Yeah, my bucket's got a hole in it, can't find no beer. I'm standing on the corner with the bucket in my hand. I'm looking for the woman who ain't got no man. Yeah, my bucket's got a hole in it. Yeah, my bucket's got a hole in it. Yeah, my bucket's got a hole in it, can't find no beer. Cause I got a woman in the boss man job. Yeah, my bucket's got a hole. Yeah, my bucket's got a hole. Yeah, my bucket's got a hole in it. Can't find no beer. Bucket's got a hole in it. Yeah, my bucket's got a hole in it. Can't find no beer. Get on it, you two. Now my bucket's got a Me and my baby, we got a 34-4. Both sit together on the running board. Yeah, my bucket's got a hole. Yeah, my bucket's got a hole in it. Yeah, my bucket's got a hole in it. Can't buy no beer. Yeah, my bucket's got a hole. Yeah, my bucket's got a hole. Yeah, my bucket's got a hole in it. Can't buy no beer. Thank you, folks. We're the Wilders, Kansas City, Missouri. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks. What do you want to do?
Well,
More. I put a request for Dram, but
that's what I was actually going to do because I'm
I love it
thirsty.
when that happens.
I didn't take any time to hydrate during the set, so I'm going to drink that whole thing when I'm done. I should be a spokesperson for those waters. Those vitamin waters are really awesome. But anyway. I like that. I can get all I would want of that. Anyway, thank you guys so much. What a warm, wonderful group you are, and truly we appreciate getting invited to come back and play at the Hoot again this year. We hope you see us soon down the road, but if you want to visit with us immediately, if you just can't wait till the next time we're in town, I have a great idea for you. Meet us at the table after this. Here we go. Give the fiddler a dance for Thirsty Girl.
Folks, come and see us out here. We got some CDs and business to show you if you want to come see us on the way out. Thanks a lot, folks.
Thank you, Wilders. That's as good a music as we're going to hear on the stage. Folks, we're going to take a short break. The Wilders have got some CDs and some music out here. We're going to take a little bit longer than usual break. We're going to take 15 minutes to give people a chance to say hi to the Wilders and buy a CD. We got a lot more music for you tonight. Fine musicians, so come back in about 15 minutes. Thanks.
I have to sit down because I don't have the sling. Frankie and Johnny were lovers. Oh my gosh, how they could love. Swore to be true to each other, just as true as the stars above. He was her man, who wouldn't do her no wrong. Frankie went down to the corner to buy her a bucket of beer. Said, oh, Mr. Bartender, hasn't my man Johnny been here? He is my man. Wouldn't do me no wrong. Well, I don't want to tell you no story. I don't want to tell you no lie. But I seen your man about an hour ago making love to Nellie Bly. He was your man, but he was doing you wrong. Frankie went down to the parlor, peeked through the transom door. There she saw her man Johnny with Nellie on the floor. He was her man, but he doing her wrong. Frankie reached into her kimono, pulled out a little 44. Rudy T. Tooth 3 times she shot right through that whorehouse door. He was her man, but he was doing her wrong. Roll me over easy, roll me over slow. Roll me over on my right side, 'cause my left side hurts me so. I was her man, but I done her wrong. Around the corner come the sheriff and his 2 deputies. Said, come along with us, sister, you just come with us. If you please, you shot your man, but he was doing you wrong. Bring on your rubber-tired hearses, bring on your steel-rimmed hack. I'm taking my man to the graveyard and I'm never gonna bring him back. He was my man, but he done me wrong.
Now this story has no moral. This story has no end. This just goes to show women that there ain't a bit of good in men. He was her man, but he done her wrong. Everything's off a little. I just don't, I hate people to tune on stage, so I'll just go with what I got. This song is dedicated to my friend Steve Work, who they two guys left Las Vegas this morning with 4 head of horses and just got in here during the feature act. I call that dedication. Oh, and you all have to sing in this one. That'll help cover off the out-of-tune guitar. Oh, Lord, it's hard to be humble. No, let me put on the capo. That won't help the tuning up either. Won't hurt it, but it won't help it. Margaret, by the way, my wife, sends her love to those of you who know her, and she expects to be here next week. I expect her to be here next week. I really don't know. All right. I just made up my mind. Oh, Lord, it's hard to be humble when you're perfect in every way. I can't wait to look in the mirror, 'cause I get better looking each day. To know me is to love me. I must be a hell of a man. Oh, Lord, it's hard to be humble, but I'm doing the best that I can. Now, you all have to sing that chorus one more time, and then we'll have to do the stanzas. Oh, Lord, it's hard to be humble when you're perfect in every way. I can't wait to look in the mirror, 'cause I get better looking each day. To know me is to love me. I must be a hell of a man. Oh, Lord, it's hard to be humble, but I'm doing the best that I can. I used to have a girlfriend, but I guess she just couldn't compete with all of those love-starved women that keep hanging around my feet. I suppose I could have me another, but they're all in awe of me. Who cares? I never get lonesome, 'cause I treasure my own company. Oh, Lord, it's hard to be humble when you're perfect in every way. I can't wait to look in the mirror, 'cause I get better looking each day. To know me is to love me. I must be a hell of a man. Oh, Lord, it's hard to be humble, but I'm doing the best that I can. I reckon I'm just a cowboy, independent, alone, and proud. I could have lots of friends if I wanted, but then I wouldn't stand out from the crowd. Some folks say I'm egotistical. Hell, I don't even know what that means. I guess it has something to do with the way that I fill out my skin-tight blue jeans. Oh, Lord, it's hard to be humble when you're perfect in every way. I can't wait to look in the mirror, 'cause I get better looking each day. To know me is to love me. I must be a hell of a man. Oh, Lord, it's hard to be humble, but I'm doing the best that I can. Yes, I'm doing the best that I can. Thank you. Now, I have a problem that goes along with being 85 and being married to an 86-year-old lady. I got to be home at a certain time because the caregivers leave. So I want the musicians that follow me to know it's not boredom. I wish I could stay, but I just can't. Not very long. Thank you very much. Next time I promise to have this in tune.
No. Jack Hyler. All right. Hey, next up, we've got a fellow coming by here for his 10th time. Here is Mr. Kerry Judd.
It's a little intimidating playing after the Wilders have been on the stage. I mean, their music is as much a sport as it is music. This is called, when I was growing up, I was kind of very mixed up. I listened to a very broad spectrum of music, from very gothic, dark music like The Cure and The Smiths, and some of you are probably going The Who and The Who. And then also I was brought up on a lot of folky stuff too from my dad. And this song is kind of a mix of the two. I guess it's called, it's like a gothic folk song, so of course it's called The Last Thought I'll Have Before I Die. It's about this girl I'm obsessed with. On fire, a punch to the jaw, she's a work of art, a bloody nose, pantyhose on her head as she stole my heart. There's a box in a room on the floor with a lock on the door. There's a puddle of wax, she might melt me some more before she's through. Yeah, you're the last thought I'll have before I die. You're the one song I sing that makes me cry. You're the last thought I'll have before I die. And time won't make a difference. Heart skipped a beat. I went to sit down, she pulled away my seat in a flash of light. I turned around to put up a fight, but she was gone, yeah, gone. You're the last thought I'll have before I die. You're the one song I sing that makes me cry. You're the last thought I'll have before I die, and time won't make a difference. So take my song, turn it around. You are butterfly kisses. You're the pieces I'm missing, and the only difference is if you stay or leave. I'll have before I die. You're the one song, you're my only song. You're the last thought I'll have before I die. You're the one song I sing that makes me cry. You're the last thought I'll have before I die. And time won't make a difference. No, time won't make a difference. Thanks. This next song I played last week, so if you were here last week, I'm sorry. You're gonna have to hear it again. But I went home and kind of rearranged it a little bit, and so a lot of times at the Hoot is where I play my new songs and kind of give them a try out, because everyone's so nice and no one's thrown their beer at me yet, so I figure it's a good place to do it. I wrote this song and then I showed it to my wife, and I always like to see what she thinks it's about, and she said, "It sounds to me like it's about when you're on the computer chatting with people online with all your friends," and it's not about that. It's called Perfect Tonight. It's about a person that I know. You know what to say and you say it. You know the rules and you obey them. But I know you are alone. No structure feels like home to you. You know my name and where to find me. And the light life comes down to timing, and no one has a clue. Least of all you, alright, but you're perfect tonight. Captured by satellite, you're perfect tonight. In silent waves of electric light, you are perfect tonight. You look for ghosts in empty basements. The real people are more amazing, 'cause we all want something to touch, even if it isn't much, not too much. I like how dreaming's your profession. You're just singing your confessions of ideas that can't be real, 'cause they're just the way you feel at the moment. You're perfect tonight. Captured by satellite, you're perfect tonight. In silent waves of electric light, you are perfect tonight. Tonight, captured by satellite, you're perfect tonight. In silent waves of electric light, you're perfect tonight. Caught in a jar like a firefly, you're perfect tonight. You're a silent wave of electric light, and you are perfect tonight.
Thanks. I've got a CD for sale out at the table if you're interested. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kerry. Up next tonight are two of the finer musicians who have ever performed on this stage. I think they may have begun singing this style together on this stage. And they're going to bring some up-and-coming musicians from a long way away to play with them. Please welcome Pete and Ann Sibley and the Wild.
Well, we didn't get enough of these kind folks, so we asked them if they would join us up on stage, and they said yes. And we only had to pay them $20 a head, so that's a bargain.
We had to pay them for them to let us come up.
I'm free because I'm playing an instrument I don't even know how to play.
That's not true.
All right, we just taught these guys in about a second a tune that I wrote. It's called These Hills of Tennessee.
Here we go.
All right.
Or you can get Mac Davis. You can get Mac Davis on us.
Sure.
Boy, these guys look good up here.
Oops, we're in our t-shirt.
All right, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Alone and blue.
we're just gonna sneak off stage and let these guys play a few. No, I'm just kidding. We're gonna get in to sing our heart out on this next one.
Hey, thanks. We've been taking credit for these guys all weekend, not on purpose, but everyone keeps saying, "Oh, thanks so much, you guys. These guys are great." I'm like, it's not us. It's making them great. This is so much fun, though. So,
You're underestimating your potato salad. Thank you very much.
All right, hey folks, if you haven't already, bought a bunch of their CDs and you have no money left, make sure you sign up on their email list. They've still got it out there on their table, and they have a CD coming out in the fall, and I am very excited. I can't wait. It has some of the songs they sang tonight, so make sure you sign up on their mailing list or get on their website, wilderscountry.com. All right, we're gonna go stepping.
Which band are you in?
It's easier to promote your band.
About Sibley's.com.
That's right.
Yeah, these folks have heard that.
No, they heard that before.
All right.
How's that sound?
Buy their stuff.
That sounds like a great beat.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Don't think that I'll be hanging around while you're having fun. I won't sit here crying over you. Well, from now on, when you step out, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll lock the door, put out the cat, and I'll go step into. Yes, I'll go step into my honey. I'll go step into. I'll lock the door, put out the cat, and I'll go step into. In the sea. But the bait ain't what it used to be, and I got news for you. Well, after this, when you go out, I'll go step into. Yes, I'll go step into my honey. I'll go step into. I'll lock the door, put out the cat, and I'll go step into. Come on now, let's
That's Ann and Pete Sibley with a few up-and-coming musicians there. God, they're good. That's a lively bunch, you know. Wow. Anyway, when I think of old-time music, that's it, isn't it? You know, it's what it should be anyway. All right. Hey, we've got a newcomer all the way from Florida. I think he's got a story to tell. Please give a welcome to Tom Byer.
Thank you. I feel underdressed and under-instrumented. Boy, why did I have to follow that? I thought they were gone for a while. Let me tell you, though, just a second, how I got here, which I think is more important than the songs that I'll play. My wife and I flew in from another Jacksonville, Florida, on Saturday, and we got up Sunday and went into the park, and first thing we found was that little church right there past Moose. And we happened along at just the right time. and a service was starting there on Sunday morning. It was just so pretty. So we stopped and joined in the service, and actually went up and, took communion in the Episcopal service. And on my way back from the altar, this old man with kind of bald with white hair grabbed my arm and said, "Hey, guitar man, I need to talk to you after the service." I'd never seen this guy before. And I realized I had a shirt with a guitar on the back of the shirt. Several guitars on the back of my shirt. And it wasn't but just a minute. I'd just taken communion, and my mind was already thinking, here's this old guy, he probably can't play the guitar anymore, and maybe he's got a whole bevy of classic guitars that he wants to give me, and he's gonna stop. He's gonna stop and give me a guitar, 'cause here I am, kneeling in front of him in church. But so our curiosity was piqued, and we stuck around, and Jack introduced himself to us and said, "You brought your guitar with you, didn't you?" And I said, "Yeah, but it's just a little travel guitar." And he said, "Well, you got to come down to the place on Monday night." So ever since that, we thought, well, we got to come down to the place on Monday night. And I guess if all you got to do to get in here is have a shirt with a guitar on the back, this is my kind of place.
And what did the slogan say on the shirt?
I can't remember. I just been to Nashville, and it was like a bunch of guitars. But I got to do one thing, and that this thing is used to 100% humidity, and I couldn't tune it either, so I've got to tune it for a second. And I wish I had a regular guitar, but here it is. Somebody touched me, making everything new. Somebody touched me, I didn't know what to do. Blazed through my life like a bolt from the blue. Somebody touched me, I knew it was you. Somebody touched me deep in my bones. Put a key in the hole, but there was nobody home. Some swear that I'm dreaming, but I know that it's true. Somebody touched me, knew it was you. Somebody touched me, I knew it was you. Somebody touched me deep in my bones. Put a key in the hole, but there was nobody home. Some I know that you're with me, whatever I go through. Somebody touched me, I knew it was you. Somebody touched me, I knew it was you. Somebody touched me, I knew it was you. That was for Jack, and this is not. Now, I'll sing another song. You've all heard, "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?" This is written and sung by T-Bone Burnett, who produced that. I've been waiting for a long time now. 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 I can hear your footsteps following behind me, trying to find me, but when I turn around, don't see where the path goes into the shadow, into the shadow. I've been waiting for a long time now. 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 I can hear you breathing, whispering in my ear, there is nothing to fear. But when you turn around, only see the trees bow, only hear the wind blow. By mistake I felt alone. In my heart I've always known you'd be there to bring me home. I've been waiting for a long time now. 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 I've been waiting for a long time now.
Don't you love it? And one of the reasons that Dick and I started up the Hoot was because we'd get a chance to hear people that were coming through the valley and wouldn't otherwise have a chance to hear them. Boy, that was wonderful. Tom Byer. All right. Hey, next up, we've got a couple doing awfully well. Jared and Sage. Give them a welcome.
Thank you, folks. All right. You know, I was just thinking, seeing the Wilders up here, that the first time I saw the Wilders, they were so energetic, jumping up and down, and I thought about myself standing up here like this. So I got home and looked in the mirror and looked around to make sure no one was looking, and tried jumping up and down and playing the mandolin. You know, there's a lot of grace that goes into that I think I bet that it takes some practice. It's pretty ugly when you try the first time. Anyway, I won't do any more of that. I got some other moves I could do, but I don't know. This is a tune called Shady Grove.
In in the summertime, apples in the fall. I can't have a girl I love, I won't have none at all. Shady Grove, my true love, Shady Grove, I know. Shady Grove, my true love, I'm bound for Shady Grove. Wish I had a banjo string made of golden twine. Every tune I'd pick on it, I'd wish that gal was mine. Shady Grove, my true love, Shady Grove, I know. Shady Grove, my true love, I'm bound for Shady Grove. Wish I was in Shady Grove, sitting in a rocking chair. If those blues would bother me, I'd rock away from there. Shady Grove, my true love, Shady Grove, I know. Shady Grove, my true love, I'm bound for Shady Grove. Fly around my pretty little miss, fly around my daisy, fly around my pretty little miss, nearly drive me crazy. Shady Grove, my true love, Shady Grove, I know. Shady Grove, my true love, I'm bound for Shady Grove. My true love, Shady Grove, I know. Shady Grove, my true love, I'm bound for Shady Grove.
Thank you, folks.
This next song is a traditional tune called Black as Crow that we heard from an all-girls band called Uncle Earl.
We're gonna start one more time. Had that been an actual song, we would have been followed by lyrics and verses and stuff like that. It was only a test. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3.
That's Sage and Jared. And we've got a gal here for the 6th time. She doesn't come very often. God, it's been a year or more. Plays fiddle really well, along with her dad. Come near her. Please give a welcome to Ella Carney.
Yeah, this really is Ella's deal. I'm just here backing her up. So she's kind of shy. So,
Unlike Dad.
and we got Patty to help put a little bottom on the whole deal. Ella, you tell us about the songs you're going to do. Get right up to
First set is called, they don't have words, so it's actually not important what they're called, but let's see. It's Road, yes, thank you. Road to Lisdoonvarna and Drowsy Maggie. So like,
She just learned them too. That was the easy one. Okay. Got that out of the way.
Now the real stuff. All right, this next one is a medley. It starts with Sailor's Hornpipe and goes to St. Anne's Reel and then to Millionaire's Hoedown. But don't worry, they go by pretty quickly.
We're going to be here all night.
Actually, it starts with Fisher's Hornpipe. I was just kidding.
Fisher, Sailor, I mean, who knows? These songs were written about 300, 400 years ago.
Names have changed.
They've forgotten.
Hang on, I actually do need that.
I'm having an equipment failure here.
Watch out.
I understand about them.
Got any jokes, Patty?
Jokes? I'm getting there, but they're too long for this.
Yeah, what a night, what a night. Ella got a little inspired, I think, by Betsy. And she actually requested that we not follow Betsy's film. You know, it just worked out that way, Betsy, so she's going to work really hard after that.
All right, one of those hornpipes. I'm not sure which.
Has this been a good evening or what? Super stuff. And it's just wonderful to have all of you here tonight. That's what makes it for us. The musicians can't do it without you. And we want to thank you very much for being here. We want to thank the Weilers for coming back. Good to have you back, Jack.
Yes.
Yeah. I think we have a feature next week, the Midgards. They played here, They played here a little while ago and they were really good. And they're back again for a special feature next week. I hope to see you all here. That's our program for tonight. If you have any bottles, take them out and put them on the counter. Everything else goes in the trash can.